Hello traders and welcome to our OptionsXO London Session Daily Market Review for Wednesday, April the 13th. Starting it off with US markets. Major stock indexes on Wall Street made large gains yesterday as energy shares led the way. The US dollar traded at 9-month lows yesterday on recent Federal Reserve statements, but futures are finally gaining this morning ahead of today's release of important economic data that's expected to show marked improvement. Moving on to Asian markets. Indexes in China and Japan rose over 2% each today as an oil rally led energy stocks higher. Japanese yen futures are depreciating after last night's release of underperforming inflationary data. Australian and New Zealand dollar futures are being propped up by energy shares, but the Aussie is being held in check after this morning's worsening consumer sentiment print. And in European markets, major European stock indexes made large gains yesterday as energy shares rose and followed the global trend. And indexes futures are appreciating this morning. The British pound climbed higher yesterday following a better than expected CPI reading, and futures are consolidating this morning. The euro has been declining since yesterday when the International Monetary Fund trimmed this year's Eurozone growth outlook. In commodities highlights, crude oil prices are heading lower on concerns of oversupply, despite reports that Russia and Saudi Arabia reached an agreement on an oil output cap. Gold prices are declining as the US dollar strengthens. And here are today's important economic events. At 12:30 p.m. GMT, US monthly and core retail sales data is due out. This data measures the change in value of sales at the retail level and is a major gauge of consumer spending. Economists expect to see improved readings of 0.1% and 0.4% respectively. Also due out at 12:30 p.m. is a US Producer Price Index reading, which measures the change in price of goods sold by producers. It's a leading indicator of consumer inflation and is expected to come in higher as well at 0.3%. At 2 p.m, the Bank of Canada will release its interest rate decision, which is expected to hold at 0.50%. This will be followed by a BOC statement and the release of a monetary policy report. A BOC press conference will take place at 3:15 p.m. And at 2:30 p.m. GMT, a US crude oil inventories report is expected out, which is the change in the number of barrels of crude oil held in storage during the previous week. Economists expect to see an increase of 0.9 million barrels. This was today's London Session Daily Market Review. Have a happy and profitable trading day.